Some of our first signs of spring. Evidence. Things are changing, seasons are changing. We know we're not completely out of the woods, but we like seeing the flowers. It is day 30 and we are one more night in the Smokies.
Yay!
It is cold and windy this morning. I don't know why I started this video on an uphill. But Wheezie and I wanted to acknowledge that it's the 4-week hike anniversary. Actually, it was yesterday on Easter. And
Confetti.
that only went on me. That's my world now.
It was for dramatic effect.
Yeah, thank you. Happy hike anniversary, Weezo.
Happy hike anniversary.
4 weeks and now almost 1 day. We'll see if we make it through today.
Look how swollen we are. We're swollen.
Okay.
Still look good.
That's all we have right now. It's early. Goodbye. Happy hike anniversary. Wheezie and I are wrapping up Great Smokies, Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
Yay!
We've come about 9 miles this morning, down from up top, and we have 2 or 3 more to go, but this part is done.
Yay!
Here's the permit box. We're gonna drop our little permits in there and move along. No more forced sheltering.
Yuck. P.U.
Yeah.
And snoring like 10,000 hogs.
Yeah. Now we'll be allowed to stealth camp again and do what we want when we want, which we like. So, high five. Pound it.
Found it.
Nice job.
We woke up at 3:30.
I woke up at 3.
She let me sleep for 30 more minutes.
I let
No,
her
15.
15. I woke her up at
That's
3:15.
nice.
We started hiking at 4. All right, so yay us. Beep beep. Smokies in the books. Adios, smokerinos.
Bye-bye, Smokies.
So great. Believe it or not, we are actually on the Appalachian Trail right now. It's very strange. Yeah, that's a semi. There's a blaze. Guess we have arrived at Standing Bear Hostel. Standing Bear Farm Hostel. Oh man, we got hooked up with this nice cabin. This is running underneath our cabin. Look at that. There's the stream. This is the porch. There's my feet. And here's the cabin. Wheezie and the Duck up in the cockpit. We even have our own standing bear. What do you think, Wheeze?
It's awesome. I love it, I love it, I love it.
Does that rusty thing rock, Wheeze, though?
It rocks.
Max Patch Bald. Apparently they cleared this land out for cattle a long time ago or something. I don't know when. Little salamander going southbound on the trail. Hello, southbound salamander. Yeah. About 250 miles to Springer. See you later. Hello. I'm cranky. The WFAA, that's like a news channel in Texas.
I think it was that KRP in Cincinnati thing.
WKRP. There's a, that's a FAA tower behind us, so don't think that we have landed on another planet, although it is weird up here. It's a bald,
It does look weird.
That's an FAA tower. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I'm cranky, and I was thinking about, I think it's Deepak Chopra that said the difference between a good day and a bad day is in the mind of the one who is having it, and this mind is having the bad day. And it's stupid because it's like there's nothing really that terrible, and even if there is, things just get more terrible the more terrible you say they are. So I'm climbing up the mountain, complaining in my head about the slope of the trail and how steep we have to go 4 miles up at 2,500 foot elevation gain. Right start of the day, like up, you know, just complaining in my head, like, and not feeling it. And it's like the more I kept thinking about the slope of the trail and the steepness of the mountain, that the views weren't great today, all that stuff, the worse it got. Just like humming, churning. And so it just makes it worse. So truly, I mean, I really am a firm believer of that. It doesn't mean that my mind is always, you know, sunshiny and bubbles.
Mine was like that yesterday. Not sunshine and bubbles.
Yeah.
So we all do it.
Yeah, we all do it. But, you know, when you're in it, like, if you can tell yourself that it's not helping and find something. So right now I'm going to find that, you know, the sun is shining. I'm on the AT. I'm steps closer to our goal of Katahdin.
Blue skies.
Yeah, I've got food in my pack. The sky is blue. And, you know, all is well. So anyway, thought I'd share that and
Turn off the crank.
turn off the crank and crank on the good. Okay, I'll better. All right, thanks. That's all. Goodbye. All right, we're coming down the mountain this morning, and we run into
Cynthia, hello.
Where are you from?
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And is it Dan? Dan here, and they have apples, Snickers, Payday. I'll pick it up in a minute. How awesome is that? And so are y'all just out day hiking?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, so we just bring it with us when we day hike.
In case you run into anybody?
Run into you guys.
Aw,
that's
That's
it.
so sweet.
And I knew you needed an apple.
I did. And trail magic makes me cry.
Every
This
time.
is so nice.
Every time.
I'm getting better
Dan,
now.
I only got the top of your head before, so say hi.
Hello. This is a good place for trail magic. It's
Yeah,
been a little
it
bit
is.
since anybody's, unless somebody
is.
got you down there at Davenport
Nope.
Gap.
Nope.
We-
It's so beautiful. Views every which way, and it goes just for, look how far out there that goes. I don't know if you can see, but anyway, Max Patch Bald. I said we were there yesterday, but we weren't.
That was Snowbird.
That was called Snowbird Mountain or something, but it was ball-headed, so I didn't know. All right, off we go. What did we just do, Wheezie?
We went the wrong way.
Well, technically,
We
We
took
were-
too hard of a left.
yeah, so technically we were going the right direction because we were going north. right?
Yeah.
But we weren't on the trail. We went through this turnstile thing that's kind of, not a turnstile, but like a cattle turn thing. And it said hard left. There was 3 options. We only saw 2. So we did hard left. And then we were walking on this, it was like an old grown over road. Like gravel and grass, and you could see the tire marks. So we were walking, I'm like, I haven't seen a white blaze. And this is a weird trail. And then Wheezie checked the gut hooks, and she's like, well, I mean, we're going north, and says we're this X amount far from the shelter. It's like, okay. Because in the Smokies, there were times that we thought we went the wrong way because there wasn't a white blaze forever. And we weren't going the wrong way. So today we were like, okay. So we just kept going. And finally we were like, this is weird. So then Wheezie zoomed in on the Gut Hooks map to whatever that other map is. Shows the actual, like, the trail. And we were an arrow kind of near it, but not on it. So it turns out we were walking on a road, an old, grown over, unused road, parallel to the trail. So we walked all the way back to the cattle thing and realized that there was, down below that road was another trail. So we're back on the AT. Cost us what, about a half hour maybe?
Maybe.
Something like that. Anyway.
Not quite that bad, but
It's our first wrong way.
pretty good for us.
It's really...
Pretty good wrong way coming out
It's
of
really...
Walmart.
I mean, I can't find my car coming out of the grocery store, so I feel pretty good about it. Almost 300 miles in, and...
And it's nice out.
Yeah, okay. That's all. Goodbye. Wheezie. Can we talk about what happened?
I want to talk about it.
About 200 yards before we got to camp.
I don't want to talk about it.
Come on, go ahead and tell everybody what happened.
Well, I fell down.
I was crossing over a 2-log bridge.
And then Stacy started talking about a 3-log bridge.
Well, I was talking about the 3-log bridge before, how uneven it was and leaning and all that before we crossed the 2-log bridge. And then I was ahead of Wheezie.
It was horrible.
And then I heard, like, and she was kind of mid-air. And she was going straight across in the air. And her head slammed.
Boo! Like that.
Into the side of the mountain because it kind of went up on the other side.
Thank God, I'd be dead.
And then her backpack went over the top of her head, making the impact more severe, I feel.
That's pretty severe.
Yeah.
You did pretty well
then
for the severity of it.
I was like...
She wasn't even laughing. It was that
serious. But then I started laughing.
I started laughing
And
too.
Wheezie started laughing. And then we laughed a lot. So...
And now I'm sore.
That was the biggest fall I've seen. It was pretty serious.
It was pretty big and loud.
And loud.
Well, when you have your pack going up over your head, it's loud.
Yeah, and her head like slammed into like this mud and leaves into the side of the mountain. Slammed. Like.
And the water bottle went.
Oh, and a water bottle flung out of her pack, went over her head. It was crazy, y'all.
It was a good one.
Sorry I couldn't film it for you. Are you okay?
I think so.
We're not sure yet.
Landed on my head.
Yeah, it's been minutes. Luckily, she landed on her hardest part. Okay, bye.
Aww.
Well, looks like we are rolling into Hot Springs, North Carolina. We've been waiting for this a long time. Civilization! Cute little small town with some awesome things awaiting us. Can't wait. All right, we are here in front of the Iron Horse Tavern in Hot Springs, and this fine gentleman, Rusty, not Russell,
Yep.
right?
Rusty, Russell, either one.
Yeah.
Russell's my real name.
Yeah, Rusty. Now, did you say that you had a trail name?
Everybody just calls me Fletch.
Fletch. Well, Gary here, he contacted us through YouTube and said, when you get into town, give me a call. So we just had lunch, a really great lunch that he treated us to. And this is a bag of homemade donuts. We're super excited. So what made you contact us, Gary?
Two wild and crazy girls.
That's it?
Well, it's about the journey and not about how fast you go and how many miles a day you go and how much your pack weighs. It's about getting there and the people you meet along the way.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's my take on that.
Well, we sure appreciate your kindness. So sweet of you to contact us and to take us to lunch. And I know you've offered your home to us, and we couldn't be more appreciative. And just to hear y'all's stories.
Yeah, and your friendship is pretty amazing too.
Yep, these guys have been friends for over 40 years. So Wheezie and I, we think we'll probably be friends that long.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Wheezie's crying right now, so she's gonna make me cry because these are really, really good people. Really good people.
It's all good.
Thank you so much. And sorry we didn't get to meet your wife, but give her our love.
I will do that.
All right.
Very
All right.
much.
My name is Old Gray Mare.
Old Gray Mare.
And I started hiking the trail in the 1980s.
Okay.
And I have 44 miles left to go, more or less.
Yeah.
And I promised my kids that I'd finish it before I died so they wouldn't have to spread my ashes out there.
And how old are you right now?
76 in June.
76. Okay, and you have a part of Virginia.
Part of Virginia and part of Pennsylvania.
And a part of Pennsylvania.
Small sections.
44 miles. You could go out and do that this weekend.
Yeah.
Or you could stay at the tavern and have another beer.